Oh, God, it's quite a short couch.
It's a short couch.
Yeah, you can't really fit your butt on it.
No, I mean, like, we can also do, like, I don't know.
We could do like a cute cross-legged situation.
Yeah.
Well, then it looks like I have a willy.
No, it doesn't.
I'm going to do this again.
Okay.
Okay, you know, I just figured it's nice to bring the perspective from two different people, why we live in Tuscany, what about it has brought us here essentially and keeps us here. Finding balance in the rolling hills. And those would be the rolling hills of Tuscany. So, hi, Jane.
Hello.
So I wanted to talk about, well, firstly, the fact that we've been friends for a long time.
Long time.
Yeah. So you've been basically since I started Tuscan Fitness.
Yeah, because what year did you start Tuscan Fitness?
Well, 2014, I think.
Yeah, and we met in 2013.
Yeah.
That's true. I remember because
Pretty
you were
cute.
still at your old employment, let's say.
Yes. The good old days.
The good old days.
And then you were at my wedding.
I was definitely at your wedding.
Yeah. That was a good time. That was a really good time.
We still talk about it.
Yeah,
10 years later.
Lots of crazy stuff. We're less crazy now, but you know, it's still fun, I think. Actually, Jane and I went to a hip hop class last night, which
we did. Was brave.
It was very brave. There were lots of 17-year-olds there.
Yeah, we were the oldest people, I think, by a long shot.
We felt that coordination was more challenging, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah, it goes to show it's always nice to step out of your comfort zone.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah. For sure.
So what do you feel brought you here to Tuscany?
It's a good question. I mean, you know, I've been in and out of Italy for pretty much my entire adult life.
Mm-hmm.
Been here for school and then work and then school and then work. And I kind of ended up in Tuscany, I guess a little randomly from work.
Yeah.
I worked for, and I actually still work for, I've gone back and forth working for them, but a big international active travel company. And I was leading cycling tours here.
Mm-hmm.
I used to be a big cyclist, and the cycling here in Tuscany is world class, some of the best, and that aspect of where we live. So it just kind of stuck, just kind of fell in love with what we were able to do here, the kind of the nature, and then we just, you know, built a community here.
I know. I was thinking about that earlier, how cool it is that we have this little community.
Yeah.
So many different walks of life, you know, like, yes, a lot of people have come from the same company that you work for, but my family and like Swedish people who live in this tiny town. I mean, how many people live in Montevarchi? 30,000?
Probably. I mean, I know in Cavrilia, I think it's something like under 10.
Right, exactly. And then within that, we've found this like cute little community of all like-minded individuals. And I think the core of it is to step away, right?
Mm-hmm.
Not feeling that constant sort of need to perform, to be on. And I do think that is really important, especially in the world that we live in now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree with that. I think it definitely feels different than, you know, I grew up in America and you've spent a lot of time in America. And so what that North American kind of pace of life that's really, really fast and really kind of performance driven, as you say, can feel really exhausting. And there really is just a different pace of life, or maybe a different level of expectation out of what a good life is here. And I think we've been able to embrace that.
Yeah, I agree entirely. I think about, you know, Jane lives in this gorgeous little town that's like the perfect balance between, I don't know, convenience and being in the middle of nowhere. Right.
Yeah. I mean, we have a grocery store.
Right.
But it's small.
Yeah, exactly. And I live in a tiny, tiny town that doesn't even have a grocery store. But it allows us to have that opportunity to step back, to step away, to find distance, and I think just like breathe without feeling perpetually overwhelmed. And I think when you live in a city, when you live in a place that, I don't know, I just remember living in London, I never really felt that ability to step away. Yeah. And it was always like, go, go, go. And I think that just burns you out.
I think so too. You know, I worked in Washington, D.C. before I lived out here, and yeah, just like the constant hustle and bustle and the expectation that you need to know somebody who knows somebody, and you're constantly like growing and climbing the ladder.
It's too
And
much.
for me, it was too much.
For me, it's too
It
much.
felt exhausting. And I mean, I hit a kind of a wall with it, thinking like, this is not what I want to do with my life.
Mm-hmm.
This doesn't work for me. And yeah, coming out here has a totally different feel. I don't feel that pressure. I feel kind of content with where I am, and
Yeah.
I don't feel the need to constantly be climbing to some next step or next level or something.
Yeah, I agree. I think the concept of like self-worth is so, well, it's so variable, obviously, based on who you are, where you live, and whatnot. And that element, like what is our self-worth, needs to be reevaluated, because ultimately, if you're basing it on something unrealistic or something that really just takes everything, all joy out of your life, it's not worth it. You
Yeah.
know, finding a way to feel comfortable, to feel happy with what you've created, even if it is just the simplicity of being able to walk out of your house and be in nature, be around kind, genuine people. I think that there's a lot to be said for that.
Absolutely. I think we constantly have this thought that we should be pursuing happiness, but
Mhm.
sometimes I think that mentality is a little false, and maybe just setting us all up for failure, because
Yeah.
what even is happiness? It's so relative. And I think if you can be more focused on contentment with
Mhm.
what is and what you have and what you have around you, and be just really, I don't know, hyper focused on the actual experience of living where you are and the time that you are. I don't know. I like Eckhart Tolle, Power of Now,
Absolutely.
kind of in my brain, which we read at our yoga teacher
We
training. Do you remember
did.
that?
We
Okay.
did. We did.
Which, by the way, Eckhart Tolle, I think, is one of the gurus who's not a perv. So I feel
Oh,
like
I love
I think
that.
it's okay to still like Eckhart Tolle.
I feel good about that.
Yeah, I do too. Thank God.
Oh, because you're reading about the Deepak Chopra
Oh
thing? Yeah.
God.
Yeah, it's kind of depressing.
Kind of depressing.
Yeah, agreed.
So yeah.
Having this community of finding these people that you have like the like-minded notions and ideals with is really what I believe Tuscan Fitness is kind of based on. You know, everybody that comes to Tuscan Fitness has that need to step away, to feel like they need to become themselves again, feel like they need to be in nature and just be still. I mean, and of course, drink wine and eat yummy
It's a
food.
balance.
It's a balance,
Yeah.
obviously.
Yeah.
It's all a balance. I love that we can give that to people.
Yeah.
You know, that we can actually give people that opportunity, because sometimes what you really need is perspective, and you need that capacity to step away. So what does healthy actually mean to you?
Well, I think you just touched on it. I think balance is probably
Yeah.
the key word to it. We
Yeah.
were talking about this, about how, you know, you can drive yourself crazy thinking like, I can't eat this and I need to do this all the time, and being super restrictive, and I don't know, building your whole life around thinking that you're healthy, but then maybe you're missing out on actually living your life.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think, you know, finding, you know, I think that's why all these fad diets don't work. It's about finding consistency and balance, and something that you can maintain throughout your life. I love all of our treats, but you know, very often they're kind of like healthy treats, or kind of whatever.
Like a date and a piece of chocolate.
Oh my God. Have you opened a date, put peanut butter and a piece of dark chocolate and a little salt on it?
Yeah, dream come true.
If you haven't done it yet, do it right now. Like now. Stop, pause, go do it. It's delicious.
But I mean, that's what it is.
But that's what it is, you know? It's like finding that balance. And that's also, for me, it's also for, you know, exercise and everything. I love being physically active. I love being outdoors. But I don't want to drive myself crazy about it. You know?
Totally.
So, you know, I incorporate it in my life and enjoy it.
Yeah. The concept or the idea of needing to be physical isn't like a chore.
Yeah.
It's a non-negotiable reality of each day.
Absolutely.
You know, and it's just like that is fit into our schedule no matter how we feel, no matter how much we have on our plate, because we just know, okay, the day's going to be planned like this, and this. And at whatever point I can in my day, I'm going to fit that in.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
because it's sanity. I mean, really, for me, if I don't get physical in a day, like rest days are really hard for me.
Yeah. Which we need. We need
For
rest
sure.
days, of course.
For sure.
Yeah, I think that's something I know people always struggle with. Like my family, they're not super active people. I'm kind of the black sheep in that regard. That's been a big part of my life. And, you know, they're always like, well, I can't start now. And I don't know how to start. And honestly, that's the hardest part.
Yeah, it is
the starting.
Yeah,
so I can sympathize with that. But once you start, it's almost like addictive in a way.
100%.
Like you don't even really have to think about it. Even if it might look like just incorporating a short walk in your day. It might look 100%. Like just stretching in the morning. It could have it can take a different shape every day of your life, depending what you have going on, or even in different stages of your life, depending on what you have going on. But it's kind of, once you get into it, it just flows a lot easier and it just feels more natural. So it's that getting over that beginning hump, I think, is the hardest, or if you're coming back from an injury or a period of being inactive.
Exactly. Right. And I think that's it too. Like, a lot of people have this sort of guideline, or they're fed an idea that exercise looks like this. But exercise looks like what it needs to look like for you in the moment, as much as yoga in that same way, whether you're doing a 90-minute hardcore flow or just sitting on your mat meditating.
Yeah.
Whatever it is that you're working into your day is what you need.
Yeah.
The important thing is that you manage it based on the moments that you're going through, the hard, not hard moments, and just don't let it fall to the wayside. Mm-hmm. And I think that is kind of like the key to the consistency element of it.
Yeah. That you need to have grace with yourself too.
Right. Exactly.
You know, and understand, what is it that I need? Is it a long run? Maybe not. Maybe it's just some stretching or whatever it is.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Okay. So here is a quick, what's it called? When you shoot questions at each other.
Oh, rapid fire.
There you go.
Bing, bing, bing.
So cool.
I think that's what we did last night in the hip hop class.
I think we did too. That's where it's coming back to me.
Inspiration, see?
Okay. Current favorite seasonal ingredient.
Oh, I think, okay, so it's kind of late winter here, and I would say our favorite fall winter ingredient, like, it's pretty obvious. It's the pumpkin.
Zucca.
Like,
Zucca.
Just can't get enough of it.
I can't get enough of it. You know, I found this kind of pumpkin at the supermarket that we like.
Yeah.
Me and my husband. And it's like kind of embarrassing to admit, but because they only put like 5 out at a time and you never know when they're coming, we have 10 pumpkins sitting.
They need to put a limit on the grocery store of how many pumpkins you can buy. Nobody else can buy them.
We put 10 on our dining room table that are just waiting for us to consume.
They're so good.
They're so good. It's insane.
So good. Yeah.
Okay. One word for how you feel right now.
I feel, oh gosh, this is hard. I feel like there are a lot of feelings, but well, I feel a little self-conscious because I'm not used to doing a podcast, but if I could have a second word, I would also say, like, I feel inspired because we're doing something new.
Cute. Love it.
Yeah.
I love that. And I agree.
Yeah.
And your best spot for a morning stretch.
Oh, it's literally right in front of us, right here.
Love it.
Every morning, I have my yoga mat sitting right here.
Perfect.
Every morning, I put it down. It's right in front of a window, so I get nice natural light. On the other side, behind, you can't see, but there are a bunch of plants. And I have my little, like, incense and candles. And this is my little every morning yoga stretch space.
I love it.
Yeah.
So cute.
It works really well for me. Yeah.
Well, Jane, thanks so much.
Yeah.
You're the bomb.
This has been fun. Yeah. See you soon.
Ciao.